Hi gang, I'm glad you're all here. Thank you very much for joining me. There's been a lot of talk of late about nuclear war. Vladimir Putin has evidently put his forces on a high level of nuclear threat. Joe Biden said yesterday that Americans do not have to worry about nuclear war. But since when has Joe Biden been right about anything? So the question is, if you have to go to a fallout shelter, a bunker, and you could only bring one food and one person, what and who would that be? What would be your favorite food? Doesn't matter what it is. What would you bring to your fallout shelter? And if you could bring anybody with you, alive or dead, through history or present, who would that person be that you would take with you to the fallout shelter? Now, we're not talking about God. We're not talking about Jesus. He's always with us. So who would you bring with you to the fallout shelter? Current DEFCON level here in the United States is 3. DEFCON level 3, the term is called a roundhouse. Air Force ready to mobilize in 15 minutes. Increase in force readiness above the required for normal readiness. Now, there in Europe, they are at DEFCON 2. Of course, they're closer to everything that's going on. According to militarybase.net, DEFCON 2 means fast pace. Armed forces ready to deploy and engage in less than 6 hours. Engage. Next step to nuclear war. The latest news is that Russian forces have full control of one of the larger city, Kharkiv. This here is an image of City Hall. Disney has cut off streaming Disney shows, so I guess Putin won't be able to watch Little Mermaid or any of those shows anymore. Russia is also currently sending a 40-mile-long convoy of tanks and troops, etc., to Kyiv. Here we have an image of the Russian invasion. Evidently, Putin's been pretty ticked off about how things are being stalled. They are being investigated for using weapons, war crimes, types of weapons that are not allowed. There's talk that he is transporting cluster bombs to Ukraine. Yeah, they use cluster bombs there in Syria. Originally, he said he was going into Ukraine to liberate the people. Evidently, the people do not want to be liberated. Russia's citizens are finding it hard to get cash. Evidently, they can't get cash anymore from the ATMs. There was long lines of people trying to get cash, and many of them are finding that certain credit cards are no longer being able to use. Apple Pay, they can't use that anymore either. Here's an image from today on a Russian paper showing the long lines of people trying to get cash from ATMs. MasterCard and Visa blocks Russian banks. Residents fight for cash withdrawals at ATMs. FedEx and UPS, two of the largest shipping companies in the world, have both stopped sending shipments to Russia. The shippers have also announced the suspension of both inbound and outbound packages deliveries in Ukraine, citing a need to polarize the safety of their employees. Delta halts alliance with Aeroflot, meaning the two airlines will no longer cooperate flights. Both Disney and Warner Brothers suspend film releases in Russia. Studios have condemned Russia's invasion of Ukraine and say they will continue to monitor the situation for further decisions. Euroclear stops accepting payments in rubles. Adidas, the German sportswear company, has suspended partnership with the Russian Football Federation. It says Adidas' decision comes after Manchester United announced they have ended their £400 million deal with Russia-owned airline company Aeroflot. Elsewhere, the UEFA has moved the Champions League final from St. Petersburg to Paris, while ending their £34 million per season partnership with Russian state-owned energy company, Gazprom. Shell Oil Company said it would exit its investments in Russia a day after BP said it would do the same. Yeah, I wonder what kind of results the United Nations going to get about war crimes committed by Russia. Here's an image that was posted: apartment fire in Kharkiv. There are numerous casualties. Originally, Putin was going in at not doing the scorched earth type of war that he's been known to do in the past. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name of this town, but it's near Kiev. Another screen capture from the video. So with all this talk of war and nuclear threat, what would be your favorite food to bring to the fallout shelter, the bomb shelter? I was thinking maybe cheesecake and ice cream. And what person would you bring? Doesn't matter if it's someone from history, if they're alive or dead. Let's not mention any exes. I would have a toss-up between Kevin Costner, Sam Elliott, or maybe Jason Momoa. But then I was thinking maybe someone from history, such as George Washington, someone that would have survival skills after we come out of the bunker. What are your thoughts? Put those comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you.